Can I ask you a question?
Hey.
Axe away.
Where's Max?
Where is he?
Max?
Got thrown into space by the Sentry.
Oh,
Can you
that's
spell that?
the Sentry?
Yeah. It just seems like a weird word.
Not century, but the Sentry.
Like a guard?
Like the Marvel Comics character.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. He throws people into the sun all the time.
It's a good move.
Gosh,
Yeah.
why
He,
didn't I
he learned it
think
from
of
Chuck
that?
Norris.
Aw.
All right, so welcome to our stream. Max can't be here today. He is not feeling well. He'll be returning soon. I'm Josh. I'm your host, and this is Leyliners. It's an episodic actual play campaign based on the artifact system that we are actively creating in our game design podcast, RPG from Scratch. If the game you're watching us play sounds like something you and your friends would enjoy, please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/rpgfs, where patrons get access to the rulebooks and other errata as we release them. So, where we last left off, you guys had just finished breakfast
Yum.
at Dirth's All Feeding, run by Dirth the All Hearing.
And before that, we had one of the weirdest confrontations we've ever had ever.
It was very strange with Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder, a bat guard captain.
Do you think Dirth is going to change the sign outside his business to say Home of the Galeen Special?
Oh, well, I think that's something you add a sign for. You don't really replace your sign, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, you
Maybe
put,
he's...
like,
Yeah,
the little
just do a
sign.
little hangy thing.
Yeah,
on
it
the
swings
bottom of
underneath it, high contrast.
That's actually how they're going to fix their sign. Is that they're not going to take off the double name. They're just going to add.
The investigators formerly known as
We mean Bizzleby.
Yeah.
Mandergrove and Trot.
No, just literally leave Esmond, Mandergrove, Trod, Bizzleby.
Oops,
It's like,
we mean... Pretend this was first billing, arrow pointing up.
I realized that the correct naming is BMT,
I like that.
Yeah.
which is just another way our entire
Isn't that a
campaign
sandwich?
revolves around food.
The bacon, mayonnaise, tomato.
That's not what it. That's not what
I'm just like staring at her, watching her go, that doesn't sound like something I've eaten before.
it sounds good to me. I like all of
that
those
sounds
things.
gross.
Yeah.
I don't
Also,
like
a
tomatoes.
BLT generally has mayonnaise on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't like tomatoes.
Bimmelts.
You don't like tomatoes?
No.
Or
What
lettuce.
is
She would just
wrong with
How do
you?
you get your lycopene?
Yeah.
Well, like uncooked
From
or like
wolf dick.
obviously. Since this is recorded, does he get a +1?
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
+1 momentum.
Holy shit, that was so good.
Lycopene.
Sir. Sir.
That was so
Sir.
quick.
Well done.
That was so quick. You startled me, Keith, with how quick you were.
That's going on your highlight reel.
I would give you a
Thanks,
brownie
thanks.
point if I could.
When you eventually die, and we have to put clips of you over to the arms of the angels. That's going to be one of the things.
The end one is just going to be from Wolf Dick.
Oh, if you're Catholic, it's that Eagle's Wings song. You got to do that one.
Oh. Well, speaking of Catholicisms, you're going into investigate the possible abduction of not a young man in this case, but a man by a bunch of religious zealots,
Who?
the Larsons,
No, who's the man?
Bolivo.
Oh, he's young. I always pictured.
I
him
said
as-
not young.
Oh, well,
but-
how old is he?
I think he's 50s.
Oh,
His birthday's next season.
Yep.
Yeah, we do know that.
oh, we're gonna have a party.
Depends how much of them we find.
I mean, it's a birthday in his 50s. We'll probably like get him a shitty gift and maybe like take him out
Like
to
a
dinner.
pinata.
No.
That'd be fun, right?
Yeah. Everyone loves
Pinatas do
pinatas.
it. You know, canon. Pinatas exist in our universe. Go.
They're even called pinatas, but it means something different.
Yeah. Well, no, with the meaning has been lost to time. They're just like, no, those are
No,
pinatas.
you pin your yada.
I don't think that's where that name came from.
Yes.
So let's establish where you were before. So you just left Dirth's All Feeding. Kelton says, "Oh, hold on, I forgot something in the car." Or he's
The car.
He says, I have to go for my physical.
but he's also a detective, so maybe he's gonna do his detective stuff, right? And
Go undercover.
Yeah, probably. And then the rest of you are together on the road, heading towards the direction of Galrock's Hill on one of the main roads out of Israelion. Now, you're heading on the road. As you're walking, is there anything you'd like to do?
I would like to sing a jaunty tune.
Roll for jaunty tune. Add your composure.
16 plus. Do I have any composure? 2. So 18.
18.
You're chanting the shit out of that.
Yeah. It's very jaunty.
What's the tune?
It's Big Country by Big Country. In a big country.
Yeah, don't know the words either.
Yeah, dude. All I know is the guitars. It's
So
good
does
guitar solo.
Does
Yeah,
Big
it is.
Country exist in this universe?
It does now. So
In the past.
you're
A really long time ago.
now it takes you a while to get outside of the suburbs of the city. Probably about an hour or so, because you're kind of dodging traffic and maybe stopping for some barker who won't get out of the road. And then when you finally get out of the city proper and into the boonies, you know that it's a good 10 hours walk to Galrock's Hill.
All right.
So, and between Israelion and Galrock's Hill, there's hamlets on the road. There's all kinds of places. There's a giant radish farm,
Yeah.
and you continue to walk, and it gets to be, let's see, you had brunch, right? So let's say you left Dirt's All Feeding at 11.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Decent brunch time.
Yeah. So now it's take 10 hours of just walking. It's now 12. It's midnight.
All right.
So it's getting kind of late. Do you want to hunker down, or you just want to?
Go
Well,
sleep.
basically, you will be at Galrock's Hill by that time, but it'll be dark.
Yeah, do
How do you want to? How do you want
like
to
you
deal
said,
with this?
there was like little hamlets, as you described, along
Bats
the way.
in
Maybe
the dark.
Absolutely.
stop in one of them on the way.
Yeah. So let's say you stop out at a little hamlet. Let's
Called
find a name
Hamlet.
For it. Yeah, named Hamlet.
Named Macbeth.
Hamnet.
Berblutio.
I hate you guys.
Let's get you a name of one. I got one right here. Okay, so it's on the main road near Galrock's Hill, and when this resolves, it will have a name. There we go. Easthurst.
All right.
Okay, so you're going to stay in Easthurst, which is in the region of Laronia. And this place is known for its sauerkraut, and it knows that you came from Israelion by the road. And you see a lot of people just kind of giving you the odd eye, wondering if you're one of them radish folk.
Do we look like
Are
radish folk?
extremely
We
those
smell
fucking
like
radish, folk.
folk.
But you also smell like sauerkraut.
Yeah. Darth with his secret recipe, man.
Yeah.
It's camouflage.
I really like that he kind of took that from the nearby.
He rides the
like,
line.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like he's trying
Plays
to...
both sides.
Bridging the cultures.
Yeah. A melting pot.
Sauerkraut and radish fusion. It's the way of the future, man.
Next
Well,
food truck.
In real talk, when is the last time any of you has eaten a radish?
Oh, it has been a minute.
It's in a salad.
Just
Like,
Probably-
just what's in
You
a
get, like,
Salad,
the
salad.
salad
Yeah.
I've eaten recently.
no, you
Yeah,
get
me
like the
neither.
garden salad or whatever from Publix and the BOGO.
Yeah, that's probably the last time.
probably
But
the
even
last
that was like a year
Okay, yeah,
ago.
but that's been a while.
I've never gotten that salad.
Oh, you got to get the garden salad.
Uh,
Not the iceberg or not the baby lettuce, even though baby lettuce is.
Baby lettuce.
So you like infant lettuce, but not regular
She
lettuce.
likes iceberg and butter lettuce.
Butter lettuce. That's what I meant, not baby lettuce.
I know.
I've heard of
she's
baby
weird.
spinach, but baby lettuce, I don't know.
Baby
Oh, John likes
Swiss.
John
I'm-
likes the baby
I like
spinach.
spinach. Yeah. I'll put spinach.
Brussels
on things
sprouts, tiny
instead
cabbages.
of-
Weird.
Yeah, I don't like Brussels sprouts either.
Lettuce.
They just taste blue.
I like them. So,
They're tiny cabbages. It's weird.
You are right.
so your characters are now much more versed in radishes and sauerkraut than anybody currently at the table.
I could eat a radish.
I could eat some sauerkraut right
Ugh.
effing now. And in Easthurst, let's say there's a little inn. We're going to. Should we use? Let's roll up a random innkeeper here.
Yay!
Yay, I love random dudes.
Random.
Is
Now
it a $10 one or bless you.
Gesundheit.
That's not a random one.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't- I
the
don't
the
know.
random ones I use for throwaways.
Don't throw away the innkeeper.
This is not. All right, it is a 79. We get some old ass people here. 79-year-old.
79-year young.
Okay.
Look, if you say growing boulder, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Eschwin.
That's the most patronizing
What is
phrase in
that?
the
It's
world.
always
Growing
fucking
boulder?
Eschwins.
I've never heard that. What does that mean?
Never
Tired of
mind.
these fucking flappy rats, man.
Well, get ready. Oh, wait. That is not what I was supposed to roll. So it's a 79-year-old Eschwin, and it's supposed to be female.
Aww.
Aw,
Is she
one of
missing,
me.
Is she missing an eye? She has a eye patch.
So
Like Bowie?
25.
Yeah. She has an eye patch and and she wears a
I'm so
bandana.
sad I was looking and saw that.
Oh, God. Okay. So we've got a 79-year-old Eschwin female
With an eye patch.
named Skiga
With an eye patch.
Yeah.
with an eye patch.
and a bandana.
Voiced by Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes.
She has a bandana around her neck. She's very like
She has a
an
bandana
ascot.
around her eye.
Oh, and
Oh no, I like
Two
that. I like that.
bandanas?
an ascot and a bandana. Don't confuse them.
Okay. So you stop in at
Bless you.
let's see. Chat, can we get a name for Skiga's Inn?
Motel Cracks.
All right. And you walk into Skiga's Inn, and it's a nice place, very quaint, because this place, as much as Easthurst wants to be known for sauerkraut tourism, they are a very small hamlet, and but she tries to dress it up to attract tourists, and when you come in, she's like, "Hey, oh sorry, here we go. I know you're here for the sauerkraut, but."
Whoa.
Yeah, could you, like, take it down a notch?
Sorry, I just get very excited.
Leave her alone. She can't hear good. She got one eye.
She can't hear good. She got one eye. What the actual fuck?
Alien.
She got one eye. Aren't you worried about AIDS? The whole kids in the, or not kids in the hall, the state skit. Can he hear me right now? All right. It's like, so what brings you to town?
Sauerkraut,
Sauer-
obviously.
Yeah, the sauerkraut.
Boys, you came to the right place.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah, at midnight for sauerkraut.
We got a craving.
Love them fermentation, yeah?
It's the only time I get it, too. So, don't worry. I've got a 17-course sauerkraut rotation set up for you. You got 6 tonight, and then 11 in the morning.
That
so
sounds
thoughtful.
fucking glorious. Holy
Okay.
shit.
Okay. Could we have that? I don't want to spend all tomorrow in the bathroom.
Yeah, I was gonna say I will definitely not want to share a room with any of you.
Well, you could get. Well, I could bring some to the room, but yeah, okay. If you're not into it tonight, you can eat it all tomorrow. That's fine.
Yeah, we will do exactly that. Hey, so tell me, like, I understand that we, as, sauerkraut connoisseurs that we are the kind of
Yeah.
people that you expect to see around here, but
My favorite.
yeah, I believe it. Now, who else you seen passing through the past couple days? Any interesting characters strike you interest?
It's been, as much as I'd like to admit it, because, sauerkraut is my favorite, it's been pretty slow. If people are passing through, they're not coming inside.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
That's okay. It's out of season, really, is the problem. I think once the cabbage starts to bloom, we'll get more people in. I'm not a farmer.
I don't know why that tickled me so much.
I don't know either, but it hit.
the delivery.
I'm not a farmer.
Maybe this is the secret of Gilbert Godfrey's whole career. Like, it doesn't matter what he says.
Oh fuck. All right. Yeah, that's a shame. Was there a time that the tourism seemed to taper off? Was it directly related to your local farmer's cabbage crop? Any other changes that seemed aseasonal?
I have to assume, because the people who come through this area, they're not very friendly. Not like you folks. You know, not like us, right? The diehards.
Yeah.
Um,
You and I
salt of
are
the
the
earth.
nicest fucking people I ever met, for sure.
Well, thank you for saying so, and I'm starting to agree with you on that one. But the people who come through, generally they like to, they're typically leaving Israeli on. They don't have time for
Are they
the
a bit
finer things in life.
sour?
Yeah, that's a good joke. But
Yeah.
I would say that they are. Yeah, actually, they are a bit sour. But they're usually just trying to get somewhere else. No time for little.
Kraut.
I can be honest with you. I think they're filling up on radishes, which it's the wrong move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely don't love radishes. All right. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, well, hold on. And she goes and brings out little tapas bowls of She's like, just any before. You're welcome to. Just take it up to your room.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have a stick?
I got some. I mean, outside, yes.
Oh, okay.
What do you need a stick for?
How else do you eat sauerkraut?
Utensils of some sort?
We
Eat on
have.
a
Oh,
stick.
I have. But I'm a bit of an inventor. So I've got something that's like a stick. I call it a sauerkraut fork.
May I?
McGargle's blessing upon you.
May I partake in your sauerkraut fork? Yeah.
Absolutely. And she hands it to you, and it's a wooden fork that a modern grill fork that's just the two prongs and really long. It's like one of those.
Oh.
It's a Bident?
It's a Bident, and it is about 2.5 feet long. So you have to eat it really you have to eat very delicately. So you can fit a lot of sauerkraut on that.
Is this your prototype? Yeah, or can I have this for a good souvenir?
You know,
This is
I
just
hate
so amazing.
I hate to part with it, but I do have 75 of them in the back. And you're my first guests of the past 3 weeks. So you know what? You take that. You keep that.
Thank you so
And
much.
hey, tell your friends.
I will. Hey,
These are all my friends.
Weasel Man. We got
She's
this
not even my
work.
friend.
I'm his mom.
Plot twist.
Wait,
She's
Mom?
dad.
Is it me?
Dad?
That explains the tension.
It explains the sexual
I like-
attraction.
I like that what you just described that she got so excited about is both a long fork and a short version of the weapon she carries.
She likes her food on a stick, yeah?
Okay. So you stay the night in what's the place called again?
What is this
Did-
word
did
called?
Chad
I'm
decide?
not-
Yeah. What is
Yeah,
this called?
Chet, what's the name of Skiga's Inn?
Big Bad Shadowman just really nailing it down with Sour Nights.
Ooh.
Oh, I love it.
Sour Nights.
Yeah, he got a chat momentum for that.
Nights. That is
Sour
so
nights.
good.
Say it into the microphone and ask the
Stinking
class.
away.
How do you spell sauerkraut?
Sauer.
There's an A?
Stop writing this in your hitbox.
This is my item. I'm adding it to my item.
How many hit points do you have? +1/+1 sauerkraut Gecken.
I don't use this paper.
I think
Start miscellaneous sauerkraut fork.
How do you spell sauerkraut? How do you spell it?
SAUERKRAUT.
Wait, too fast. S-A-
Sauerkraut.
Yeah, but it's like sour. There's no O.
Sauerkraut.
So K
RAUT.
R A U T. I'm not kidding. I'm very bad at spelling. Also,
Also, sauerkraut is very bad at being spelled.
At least
for
she,
real. It's like
in her defense.
Yeah, that's a silly one.
and in her defense, she's very good at math.
I was about to say.
I freaking am. Okay, I got all A's
And
B's in high
relationships
school.
and just being an overall good person.
She's like
S plus A divided by U
It equals sour.
to the exponent of kraut.
Oh, that's like that song we learned in algebra. Do you guys remember that one?
I do not remember that one, no.
It's like you guys didn't learn this song. I can't remember the beginning where it's like something equals negative b squared over something.
Are you
something.
trying to-
And then
Is
you
it
clap
for the quadratic equation?
quadratic
Yes. Do you guys know it?
no.
I mean, I know the quadratic formula, but not the song.
Do I remember? 2AC.
I thought it was negative 2AC.
Oh.
It's 2AC? No, it's... Hold on.
All I remember was it foil?
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah,
foil,
that's-
but
Anyway.
For like,
okay. Sorry.
So enough math. Let's add things to things. So Skiga's
Quick maths.
sour nights, and you have one. You have a sour night
I'm farting up a storm.
in this lovely.
Get
inn.
ready, boys.
There are many candles lit, which
That's
is
a bad idea.
no. It's
That's a good idea.
It neutralizes the sulfur
Very
and
bright candles.
yeah. They just every once in a while you'll just see the candle in your room flare up and you'll go, oh, thank you, candle. I don't know what that was, but
Glad you're here.
you're doing the Lord's work.
God.
My farts are especially dangerous.
Oh, yeah,
It
Esmond.
comes out already on
you-
fire.
Are you like Paz, where it's real bad because you're also a lizard man?
Probably.
Yeah.
No, it's because
He's a fire.
I got fire in my belly.
Oh,
As
that's
well as
kinda
sauerkraut
cute,
and
though.
radishes.
and a dream in my heart.
That's kind of cute.
No, I never dream.
So morning comes, you eat 17 courses of sauerkraut. They're just tiny little things. You just taste them.
I tap
So it's
out
like a
after
wine
about
tasting, but for
9.
sauerkraut?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. They,
Guys, this is
at least 3 of them have
I'm
been
glad we're
marinated
doing
in
this.
wine.
This is definitely
This is actually more pleasant.
priority number 1 right now.
Yeah, it's more
Did we
pleasant
get a
than I thought.
dessert kraut?
Yeah, feeling really posy on this.
Is there a dessert kraut?
You know there is.
Is it candied?
Well, don't take all the wind out of my sails.
I'm actually excited. Guys, I'm a little excited.
Did you get your sauerkraut fork?
No, I have a regular fork. It's
How
fine.
much percentage of this podcast, this campaign is based around food?
We have been
I'm going to say
like,
15%.
really leaning into it.
Yeah.
whenever
Double
it comes
digits.
Up.
It's-
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
double
that's not
digits.
bad though because Galen joined this whole.
That is
Thank
true.
you.
Yeah,
A
that's-
fifth of
Yeah.
our party, 20% of our party is just interested in food.
You know.
And the rest of us have to eat for sustenance.
This is like Dragon Ball Super.
George R.R. Martin has affected all fantasy now at this point. We're just describing food.
So, food last food described is your candied kraut, which is not it is no longer a slur for a gay German.
Was that ever a thing?
No.
It might be sometime in the future, but stops within a million years.
Plus one.
Damn, Keith, you're on a roll tonight. Good for you.
And you leave for Galrock's Hill, and you know it's just a half-hour walk from where you are. You have to leave the main road, and as you're leaving the inn, she goes, "Oh, I forgot to ask where you headed."
Just around.
Sauerkraut Mountain, yeah?
Well, you know, is that real?
Yeah, I got my sauerkraut fork. Yeah, it's going to lead the way.
I hear the rivers are made of molasses.
I feel that you're screwing with me.
What's that
No,
mean?
no.
we only screw with our friends.
Well, okay, well, I
Obed's
guess
walking.
have a safe trip.
Thanks. Good luck.
Thank you.
We'll tell our friends.
So you
And
leave.
if we do find Sauerkraut Mountain, we will direct you because I'm sure you want to know about it, yeah?
I've never wanted anything more in my life.
Not even like a more normal voice or anything.
But she's 79, and she probably didn't sound like Gilbert Godfrey until...
You eat sauerkraut a long time, you get blessed with a beautiful voice.
All right, Marge.
That is.
That's cute. That's so cute.
And you leave, and you see one of the signposts that says, next place far ahead.
Jacksonville, 10 miles.
Shit.
Went too far.
You take a wrong turn at Albuquerque. You see that on your left there's just a goat path leading towards Galrock's Hill, and it is who would have the most local knowledge? Probably Obed, right?
Yeah,
I would assume.
Yeah. So Obed knows that this is a popular place for spiritualism. Like people go here to perform rituals because of its view of the sky. It's a bare hill in the middle of a forest.
Like Salisbury Hill?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is it
Salisbury Hill's in the general area of Stonehenge, and it
Okay.
has a beautiful view of the countryside, and it's
I
supposed
think
to
you went
be
there.
a thing.
is there a specific religion, or is it kind of like almost everyone recognizes it as some type of,
People just anybody who worships there. Nobody worships there permanently. It's more of like
Okay.
a place you would visit to maybe perform a ritual and then leave.
Okay, I passed that on. So we might
Do
have-
kids go here to neck and stuff too?
It's a bit too far off the beaten path for kids to neck in.
I always wanted to go here, y'all.
Make up point. Here we
Of
go.
course you did. Yes.
I brought my cards. I can do a read.
Well,
I thought
those
she was
could
going to say, I
absolutely
brought my
stay-
sauerkraut fork.
I also brought that, yeah, but that's for food in Sauerkraut Mountain, like we promised that bat lady.
Like a dowsing rod.
I'm on my way to make out point. I brought my sauerkraut.
I'm gonna find sauerkraut for that bat lady, yeah.
If there's one thing I want before making out,
It's a bat lady. Yeah, no, I agree.
it's true.
Duh. Yeah, for sure.
Nin would be into it.
I got to think for gargoyles. You know what's up?
Ooh, yeah.
So, as you wander now, going through thicker and thicker woods, heading towards Galrock's Hill, you notice the forest is oddly quiet, and this is this region has it's close enough to the coast that the forests are pretty loud, generally. So,
Can I do a magic with a K check?
sure. What are you trying? Explain to me what you're trying to do.
Based on the natural wild magics and stuff like that, I assume this place is going to be a higher energy place than normal. And I'm just trying to see if this feels different than it should, or if that's normal for this area.
So I would say if you have like just some kind of innate like sensing from being a magic wielder, and you are studied on this kind of thing, you would feel that it's kind of the whole area is kind of buzzing, like
Okay.
Like cicadas?
but not audibly. Like you can feel it if you are magical.
It's like when there's a washing machine inside your house, but it's making a noise that you can't quite perceive to be a washing machine, but you know something is moving and going on, and it's really bothering you.
Or as my case, it's an airboat at 2 a.m. somewhere a mile away.
Does
Airboat, perfect.
we know that Obi felt it, but does
Well, I
he
can.
feel it too, Nesbitt?
No. No.
I guess
not
my
at all.
question is, based on that, is that normal for this area?
It is not.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't think it's really normal. It feels different than. So when you normally are able to sense this kind of thing, this is a different kind of resonance than you've ever felt before.
Glass is not hurt.
So, you have that information.
So I say, guys, this place is hot. It's feeling kind of weird.
I'll take off your cloak, Obi.
And
Don't take off your cloak, Obi.
I tighten my. No, my cloak is the guard thing, right?
The sash
What I do with that? I think I put that in my
You
bag,
took it
so
off.
I wouldn't be.
on your spy mission.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean like. You guys don't feel that? You get it's
No idea what you're talking about.
Galen takes
Look,
out her
if it was
sauerkraut
fire,
fork.
I'd notice.
it's there's some magic stuff going on here. There's something going on. This place is hot.
Oh, Nesbitt should look into that.
No idea what you're talking about. But
You know, magic.
let's
is
murder it
only
if we
on-
find it.
He just trips and teleports forward.
Ow, shit.
Which one of you tripped me 5 feet ahead?
instantly at faster than light.
Do you have the teleport thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's it with a crit or something. Right?
Yeah, I keep forgetting to use it, but like whenever I crit, I can just like teleport
Actually,
4 spaces.
Quick rules update for Nesbit. I think the thing you're also forgetting to use constantly is the Gelt racial ability that gives you +1 to hit every time you miss.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, process of elimination. Yeah,
Oh god, damn it.
That is
yeah.
huge.
I have totally forgotten that. Yeah.
That's,
it's like the best thing.
yeah, that's huge.
When you attempt a targeted attack and miss all targets, gain +1 to your next attack roll against one of the targets. Fuck yeah, dude.
So, a question about that. If he gets a 1, does he get his teleport?
Yes, because he
Yeah.
crits.
Yeah, 1 is a crit
Right. Okay.
for piercing weapons.
Okay. Cool.
So
cool.
you can get a 1 or a 20?
Just piercing weapons.
Piercing.
So
Yours.
you can also,
That's
because
what I was
you have a...
asking. I got a stabby stab.
Yep.
You've done this before.
Okay.
You've crit on a 1 a couple times.
Yep. But I do distinctly remember her first combat roll, she threw a 1, and we forgot that her weapon was a stabbing weapon.
Yes.
and,
That's right.
and we were just like, you totally
1.
fucking failed, you idiot.
Not our job. I mean, for real, not our job.
It's kind of our job considering we made up the system.
Yeah.
A little
You
bit.
make the rules.
You read them. Okay, actually, you know what? Fair. I should have looked. I knew that was coming.
You just showed her an entire new page.
You also showed me how to fix my glasses so they stop hurting.
And that's
Did it
just
work?
always there.
Did it work?
Yeah, I had to readjust it.
Yeah, it works.
God.
That's why I always have the ear off.
Did you catch that?
Oh, you do the, like, the...
That was
Yeah,
bothering
yeah,
me.
Oh,
I keep it off to keep the pressure off my glasses.
Alright. I always just, like, lift the frames above the...
Nifty. We got all the life hacks for headphones, folks.
While so we're in this forest,
None of us can
is
see on
there-
our own.
Is there a lot of like critters and stuff, or is it just real quiet except for this like fire thing? It's
not a fire
It's
thing.
not fire.
You said it's hot.
Yeah, but it's not fire.
Like
Whatever. Galen,
Look, I would know if it was fire.
Okay, maybe it's magic fire.
I would
There's
very much know that. That would be the kind of fire I know the best.
Oh, you don't
so
know?
stupid.
I do one thing. It's magic fire.
Well, you didn't feel the magic, and Obi said it's hot. But is there like critters and stuff?
You don't see any.
So it's like creepy.
It's uncharacteristically quiet, but the weather's beautiful and like the sun's out. This is it.
Our
should-
bellies are full of sauerkraut. Everything is, coming up
couldn't
Millhouse.
be better. I mean, I guess now that your bellies are full of sauerkraut, the forest does have noise, but
It is exclusively us.
it's just barking spiders everywhere.
Blasted beefers.
Oh, so beefy.
I've never heard that in my life. Oh, my cheeks are red. Keith, you embarrassed me.
So you clear the line of the
Beavers.
forest, showing the meadow that Galrock's Hill is proud of, and as you clear the line, you see that at the bottom of the hill there's a little tent set up, but
Cute.
very nice black and white tent with a Larson flag hanging from it and a Moonriser symbol stitched into the side. And on the hill you see you just see like a couple Larsons kneeling and with their arms up.
Oh, it's like a fortune teller.
Now this hill is probably 200 feet high, but very gentle slope all the way up.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Kill him. It's like the least OP thing.
I was
ever.
gonna say like, oh man, you're finally on. You're finally on page with us. This is great.
Aren't we gonna go to
Yeah, I
their
got
tent and ask them what's up?
Well, those are the guys that I think we are concerned about.
I feel like
Oh,
there's
you're right, we can't knock on his
should
head.
be more here than we're seeing.
Yeah, seems likely.
I mean, there's a whole other side of the hill too.
Yeah. All right. So
Do
like
we want to do a?
how much are we, like how big
to
is
the
this
tent.
tent? Like, and you said we saw some people outside. How many people do we see outside?
So the tent excuse me. Sorry. The tent is, we'll say it's about 14 feet tall. And it's probably about 20 feet wide at the base, and it's round. It's a round tent with a flap that's pinned open, but because it's so sunny out, you can't see inside because of the shadow. And they're literally, you can only see 2 people on the hill, and they're just kind of on their own, just on their knees, like doing prayers and stuff. But they are near the top of the hill, so they're very far from you because of the gentle slope.
Let's go.
Oh, they're on the top of the hill. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, super on the
Shit.
back.
So it's the top of the hill? Like, this
Well,
is...
the tent is at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
The 2 people that you see are on top of the hill.
Oh, okay. All right.
Are we gonna go to the
Do we want to
tent?
go to the tent while they're distracted, or do we want to
You just go in and ask. Ask if they've seen the sauerkraut lady. What
Isn't
they
there?
thought of it.
But there's like supposed to be a whole invasion force here, right?
Yeah.
That's not in a tent,
No.
or at least
Unless there's a
not in
hole
a
in-
regular tent.
What if there's a hole in the tent?
That's a possibility. Yeah.
Plausible. Yeah. I think we should go investigate this.
the tent?
All right.
Let's go look at the tent.
Okay, so you're just walking up to
Yeah.
the tent.
I don't know who should be in front.
Galen goes in front.
Galen should.
I guess. That
Yeah.
big.
Galen
Perfect.
is in front. She doesn't understand why you guys are being so like pussyfooting around on this. You just go in and you ask them how they're doing and what's going on.
Go right ahead.
Okay.
Have fun.
Well, we were gonna go into the tent. They're
Yeah.
not at the tent, so the
I want to
tent
go in the tent.
might hopefully be empty.
Go tent wild.
Okay. So do I have to roll or anything?
No. If you just want to walk up to, if you're not trying to do something other than
No.
walk,
I'm just walking.
Okay,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go up to the
Yeah,
tent.
I feel like we should sleuth up to the tent, but
it is broad daylight,
yeah,
and
that's
it's in the
true.
middle of a meadow.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah.
We army crawl.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to walk into the meadow, but you can. I'm not trying to make that seem like ominous, but like if you were going to stealth, going out and then coming back in would be terrible. That would be
Yeah.
the opposite of stealth.
All right. So,
Galen
Yeah,
walks
do
up
we-
to the
Galen's
tent.
going all.
Galen's
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Galen's going.
Okay. You walk up to the tent, and as you get closer, it's easier to see inside. And there's just 2 people sitting at a table, just writing things down and talking to each other, and they're a pair of Eshwin.
Knock knock.
Everyone looks. Oh, hello. Let's get a ages for these. There's 2 Eshwin. We got a 40-year-old and a 25-year-old. So let's say the
Are they related? Is it like
40-year-old is female, 25-year-old is female. They're 2 females, and one of them is voiced by
Doc Brown.
57.
Doc Brown.
Drax the Destroyer.
same thing, right, Liam?
No, but it's still good.
Her
I like
name
that these
is
genders almost exclusively don't line up ever, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it's
Love it
really
so
good.
much.
Yeah.
Her name is Byton, and
Cute.
she's the 50. Let's see, so she's 45. Okay, and then the other one is 76. The Mandarin from MCU.
Okay.
It's very weird. Okay,
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't know who that is.
are we talking about the
It's Gandhi.
perceived? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that character. Okay.
I like how I said that and it all clicked. That's fun.
okay. So you have like hold on, and they stand up. Well, their voices sound very different than that. Say the older one, Byton, she gets up and she's like, "Oh, hello, welcome to our visitors. You're here on a pilgrimage."
Yes.
Oh, you came with Galen? I wasn't sure if you guys were like,
That actually have been hilarious.
Oh God. Yeah.
you were like, that was just Galen. You guys were
Man,
sleuthing in the
we kind of
back.
missed an opportunity there. Yeah.
Head faker.
Oh, sorry, Liam.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yes. We have a
We're looking for
spiritualist.
Sauerkraut Mountain. Yeah, we heard about it from that nice bat lady down the hill. Yeah.
Sauerkraut Mountain. I
Yeah,
don't know
she
if
kept-
I've-
Yeah,
heard of
the
that one.
rivers are supposed to be made of molasses.
She kept talking about it. You know, the bat lady on the way up here, she has one eye. Don't tell her. She has one eye. And she kept going on about Sauerkraut Mountain. Yeah?
Thought she was a farmer. Weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Oh, she specifically said she wasn't.
She gave me the sauerkraut fork to find sauerkraut, and it just started.
And they both stare at this fork.
And here I am. Do you guys have any sauerkraut? Yeah?
We don't really have any sauerkraut.
Oh, what do y'all have?
We've got just, hardtack and
Not even radishes.
no radishes either. We're here on a pilgrimage. Most of our days are spent in fasting.
Oh, what are you fasting for? Can you slow down?
Do you get slim fast?
Unfortunately, that is a side effect, yes.
Also, what are you doing, yeah?
We're just
I'm sorry to bother you. I understand spiritualism. I have a boat.
+1.
Does that make the implication that she's a skimmer to people who just live in the universe, though?
And she does something like shakes all her tchotchkes, like her bracelets and gemstones and stuff. I also understand the way, yeah.
Are you a moonriser as well?
Sometimes I get up when the moon's up, yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I get up when the sun's up. Sometimes I just don't get up, We all have those days, yeah.
Why couldn't today have been one of those days?
Because you ate too much sauerkraut, kept your guts up.
Actually, the sauerkraut was pretty good. That was worth getting up. I was into that.
So what
Could
is
we
it?
please stop talking about food all day?
So I don't want to be rude, but I'm learning. That's part of my journey, yeah. So what is this moonriser thing, yeah?
Well, do you know about the Larsons?
Is that the pizza place?
No, we're you don't know about what we're about.
And she gets very excited. And she,
Kellen,
She's got flyers.
get the brochures.
and they bring you this documentation. She's got her own. They've got their own little Book of Mormon.
I was gonna say,
That's kind of cute.
Got some
are these
Chick tracts.
are these some Latter-day Saints here?
some chick tracts.
Cute.
If you go to Israelion and you eat a flopper, you'll die. Yeah. So you get the this book and stuff, and she's like,
all we care about is helping people and helping them when they're injured, and we fix them up and get them ready for war.
Oh, they all fight for the war.
Well, God willing, I mean, we can, if we use them.
But between you and me, y'all, what is the war?
Well, there's war anywhere, everywhere, all the time. There's always war coming, really. But we're here to help. We're here to help, and then when you get hurt, we pick you back up and get you ready.
Doesn't matter which team you're on.
Well, you mean if we'll help you?
Yeah.
No, we'll help anyone.
Oh, that is so nice.
It is nice. We're nice. So, do you go to war?
I don't know. I never thought about it.
Then please have a seat. Your friends, you please gather around.
Can I
do
use
have-
my
Yeah,
can I
thanks
use
for,
my low key talent to kind of look around while she's talking to them?
you can just do that anyway. I don't think they would probably love that.
Oh, okay.
Like,
What
they're-
is? Who?
Or do you mean, are you in the tent?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing. Well, okay, I'll just tell you. Go ahead and do an awareness check to look.
Okay.
I will as well.
3.
You're no longer self-aware. You now no longer know that you're eventually going to die.
He only has one eye. Nobody tell him.
So 18 on intuition check.
Intuition.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are getting the sense
That was a good roll. Good.
you're getting the sense that they are definitely not telling you everything, but whether or not it's because they're just the standard religious charlatan, or otherwise, there's clearly they have an ulterior motive.
Okay.
I mean, obviously you can't read their minds,
Right,
but yeah, they definitely have an ulterior.
Yet.
So, what are those two friends doing outside? Yeah, are they trying to see what the weather is for the day?
They're praying. It's part of our ritual. They're doing it during this time of the day, and we we just ask that you be respectful, and leave them alone when we're all done here. Anyone else can use the hill. That's how we've always treated it, and that's how.
Oh, so y'all aren't going to stay here? Yeah, you're just traveling around.
Oh, we never really stay anywhere for that long.
Oh.
You got a next destination? Where you planning on going?
Well, they're up there asking that right now.
The
you're
folks on the hill?
Yeah.
You're going a little more like Buffalo Bill on that, but I'm kind of okay with it.
I don't know the difference, to be frank.
Don't be Frank. Be
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
I'd fuck me hard.
Sounds like that bad guy from that Cars Robots movie with Shia LaBeouf.
You mean
Megatron.
Transformers?
Yes.
You mean Transformers?
The car bad
You
guy
mean
movie with Shia
Transformers.
LaBeouf.
You mean Megatron, which is also accurate, and I love you.
Is that what he sounded like in that movie?
A little fucking
It's
bit.
got kind of the like
That is Hugo
like
Weaving,
Beast
right?
Wars. Yeah,
Oh, definitely Beast Wars.
but definitely Beast
Definitely
Wars.
Beast Wars.
We already have that one. We already have that Megatron.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That was
Oh
a
yeah,
character.
yeah. It was
Yes.
It was a guard out in the desert, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was one of your shovels.
Yeah. He became Head Shovel, I think.
No. He was the guy who received us when we came back to the campsite. He was standing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why you got two fellers out there? Yeah, is it in case the when y'all's learning the message? Yeah, of where y'all supposed to go? Yeah, in case one of them can't spell it good, the other one is there to know where it is.
Oh, we're all excellent spellers.
Spell sauerkraut.
That's a hard one, yeah. Even with this fork.
I think I'd be cheating.
And Kellen points to a jar on the wall that's full of sauerkraut and labeled appropriately. I was like, wow.
You sly bastard.
I didn't plan for you to come and ask that question.
Oh man.
Oh, so that's it. You all just move around. This tent is real big. Yeah, how do you all move it? There's just the one, the two.
Do we have a way to
three,
get information out of them besides
four.
what she's doing?
You can ask them questions. You can do
I
whatever
tried
you
looking
want.
around.
Yeah, you looked around. You rolled a 3. You see,
I know.
You see the tent as it is. Nesbitt knows there's definitely an ulterior motive.
Yeah. Hey, so you said you guys are traveling. Where are you going? You got a destination? Just
that was the last question you
having a
asked.
wander? Yeah, but I don't think it
He said
got
that-
through. I think it changed
No,
the
he said
subject.
that
They're
they're
praying.
asking, they're praying to
Oh,
get the
yeah.
answer.
Okay, yes, that was.
We
so-
go where Zarusha provides.
Where did you come from?
Cotton Eye
That show is the only thing I'm thinking of.
Me too. You don't know where you're going, but where did you come from?
Cotton Eye Joe.
Well, a long time ago.
When
A
mommy
mama bat and a daddy bat.
So biting the older one says,
Well, we came from our last place we visited as part of our pilgrimage was Sen, which is
How
a few
was
hundred
that?
miles. Oh, lovely.
How was the weather? Was it too hot or too cold?
It was both.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I have
too hot at the bottom, too cold at the top.
Oh gosh, I have family in that area. Yeah, they always say the same thing.
So, tell me, I understand and very much appreciate your emphasis on preparing people for war. Like that
Good.
seems
Oh,
a
great.
noble cause, like a really good thing for people to do. So who have you helped recently?
Oh well, there was a couple merchants came through who they'd lost everything recently. I think just yesterday.
Oh, that's so sad. How'd they lose their stuff?
There was a riot. I mean, somebody ran a teapot thing, and we just learned. They told us about this. He must have traveled all night to get here, but told us that they killed the captain of the Sturgia Geists.
They did not.
Somebody did, yeah. And
What the sauerkraut?
they lost everything. They were wondering what we could do. They were destitute, and we took them on.
All right. So where are they?
We sent them up the road to we sent them on their pilgrimage, gave them some food, and they're
They went
headed
on
there
their
with
own
orders.
pilgrimage, yeah.
I'm sorry.
They went on their own pilgrimage, yeah. It's different from yours, yeah.
Yes.
How do y'all keep track of all this?
It's all in this book.
I added that to my inventory. Yeah, I got the Bat Mormon book.
Now that you just discovered that,
+1.
Wow.
well, guys, I think maybe we should be going.
But where are we going?
Yeah.
We gotta
well,
open the book.
No, all the sauerkraut isn't going to eat itself, and we're
Yeah.
kind of on our own pilgrimage
He
here.
ate too much sauerkraut, yeah, and you know how lizard man are.
Oh well, where are you headed?
We gotta
To
open
wherever
the
the
book.
sauerkraut is.
Sauerkraut Mountain.
Well, I think the sauerkraut's back from the direction you came.
Right, but
We missed
the
Sauerkraut
mountain wasn't
Mountain.
there. We're looking for the sauerkraut mountain. So-
Well, I don't know where it is, but I know that there's some mountains up in Orkgard, in Akonia. So, if you're gonna go to Akonia, you want to take this the route out here. Go around the hill, around it, and there's a road out through the forest. You'll see it. It's the next road on the circumference.
I have
Perfect.
All right,
I
great.
have-
That sounds great.
I have a question. Just one spiritual person on a journey to another. So how if I open up this book, I can't read very good, but I got friends who went to college, and if I read this book, how do I know where to go?
Well, you just go around the hill.
Is this where the book says? Is there a map in the book?
Left, right, left.
Quarter mile.
I fucking hate you. Is there a map in the book? Yeah.
There's no maps in the book, but there'll be maps along your route if you go to the towns and things like that.
Even these Bat Mormons are done talking now. And
She would do a reading for
they'd
them
be
if they asked.
so excited about any captive audience, but they're just like, no, please, just get.
They asked for one in their prayers, and they got one.
Oh, so you're the
I'm
envoy
the-
of the moon.
I'm the answer.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I guess.
Well,
Bye. It was nice meeting you. We're gonna try this journey thing. Yeah. Thanks for the book. Yeah.
Pleasure. And hold on.
Oh.
Here.
And the older one, Biden, gets out a little charm bracelet to give to you. And
What's
she said,
this do?
Well, if you get to a town and you find a group of Larsons like us, you'll notice by this symbol over here.
What's the symbol?
It's the same one on your bracelet.
What's that?
It's that one right there.
Okay. Yeah.
But you show that to them and tell them that we sent you.
Who's we?
Well, just other Larsons.
Oh, okay.
I mean Byton and Kellen, but they might not know us.
Oh, it's not part of their journey. Okay.
But you say that you're interested and you're coming this way. They'll show you which way to go.
Which way should I go?
Just that with the way we already told you.
circumference to the next road on the right.
Here, I'll draw you a picture.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'm a visual learner. And Gayleen adds the beautiful charm bracelet to her pile of bracelets that are on her arm.
Sure.
And she's so happy. She feels so blessed.
That was the best gay lead ever.
It was real good. Yeah.
And they give you that charm bracelet.
Just anybody else want one?
I'm not really a jewelry guy.
Yeah, Obi likes them. He likes all the knickknacks and stuff. Obi, yeah.
And then Kellen comes up to you and she's like sachets up to you. She's like,
Oh, I can tell that about him.
and,
Yeah.
I like to wear his skin.
no. She puts a charm bracelet on your wrist.
There you go.
That was for me.
Thanks.
Oh,
Yeah,
Obi, we got
thanks.
friendship bracelets, Obi. I'm the best one.
All right, so let's
Yeah, so-
back out slowly.
Thanks for the
Can
map.
I check and make sure this thing just didn't curse me?
After we leave.
I'm backing out.
Okay, so you back out like Homer Simpson into the brush.
Yes.
And yeah, give me a magic roll.
Bye, friends. Good luck on your moon.
You can roll twice, right?
I can. 12.
You don't feel anything magical coming from this bracelet. other than like just the air is buzzing around you in general. And it seems to be that this hill is
The focal point.
yeah,
So-
absolutely.
Nothing magical about what I expected.
It's a friendship bracelet, Obi. Our friendship is magical.
All right. So are we gonna see if the
We're gonna go around the mountain
They drew us a
towards
map.
Sauerkraut Mountain, and then we're going to talk outside of earshot.
right?
I got my
Yes.
fork.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Good.
We,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move along.
so we start
Bye,
walking around the
friends.
mountain, and then
Thanks for the book.
So you walk around Galrock's Hill. I almost said Sauerkraut Mountain.
Big old Sauerkraut Mountain.
And you see that there is a much more well-trod path leading away from it around the other side. More well-trod than the one that led you here.
Better than this,
shit.
Trod.
Fuck you too. You want to go?
Go where? Sauerkraut Mountain?
No, on a date.
Swear to God, if someone says that one more
Are
time.
you guys gonna? What did you
So,
call it earlier? Neck.
No, we're gonna smash.
Ooh.
Hypersonically,
I might watch.
supersonically.
Rock'em
Acrobatically.
Rock'em sock'em.
So the sign leading away from it on the road says go north to Somerton and northeast to Dunweld.
No, we're gonna go climb this hill, kill those fuckers on top. They're doing a ritual.
Yeah,
And we're gonna
I was
stop
gonna
it.
say I don't know about killing them, but I
No, we're gonna kill
we're,
them.
I mean, we'll
I'm
we'll
gonna light 'em on
consider
fire.
having it. All right. You know what?
But what does the map say?
The map says kill those two fuckers.
All right. Yeah. Let's try diplomacy, maybe.
It worked for the time.
Who is this man in front of me?
Someone who witnessed Galen just
burnt
work
bats
it
don't talk.
I don't want him to talk. I want him to fry.
like a fly.
We're looking for someone.
Or did we go up to him?
That's what we're about to do.
Oh, but did you? I don't know if you already.
No.
Yeah. Shit. We forgot to ask if they met a Tolden in their travels. Piss.
I don't think that.
Yeah. I mean, they
The greeting service wasn't going to give us any information. We need to stop this. Whatever ritual they're doing. If this is a buzz with magic, it's from the two dudes
Yeah.
doing a ritual. Maybe to, I don't know, cloak an entire fortress full of full of bats who want to kill us. Who knows?
Yeah.
Let's have fun.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Galen still has the map, and she's gonna go up and ask those nice boys up there or girls, whoever.
I
She can't tell.
grab Galen's wing
for some
and hold her
directions.
back.
For some directions.
No. She could do this.
It works so well.
She's literally our meat shield. It'll
That's
be
true.
fine.
Like, we do need her up front.
Yeah, I'm gonna level up next time. Get beefy.
So let's say you clear the
So beefy.
you clear the forest line again, and you start walking towards Galrock's Hill again, and you see the tent. Young Kellen has stepped outside just to probably relieve
Oh,
herself.
I thought we went around
Yeah,
long enough to
that-
the hill to no longer
Yeah.
be in view.
So you can see the top of the tent from around the back, basically the back of the hill. Well, not the back, but far enough around that nobody would see you from the entrance of it. But you see that she's kind of walking away from you, pulling up her pants.
Oh, she went potty.
Yeah, she probably went pee. And but she catches sight of you guys clearing the tree line, and she goes, "Oh, sirs." Oh, sorry, that's not how she sounds. Sure, no, we would ask that you leave them to their ritual, please. Please be respectful.
Okay.
Yeah. Apologies.
Sorry, I put the map upside down.
Yeah, I would really stress it's very important to just leave them alone, please.
Could we just watch?
We have made the
I
right
don't-
decision.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do the prayer thing. What if I try to learn this? I don't want to do it wrong in front of other people.
Well,
Galen, we'll figure it out.
Okay, lizard man.
we have book study on Sundays, but please just leave them alone.
Got it.
That's all we ask. You get hurt, we'll fix you up, but please just don't leave them alone.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Well, when are they gonna be done?
So
So we continue along the circumference of the hill
Okay.
until the tent is way out of view.
Okay.
Could not possibly see us.
Sure.
Then we climb this hill.
Okay, so you start climbing the hill, and as the slope increases, you feel the magical buzz,
Everyone does?
Yeah, it starts to everybody starts to feel it.
My fork.
Yeah, that.
Don't worry, it just means we're close to Sauerkraut Mountain.
Oh, the molasses
And-
river.
The more you walk, the more you feel it, and then the air in front of you is starting to shimmer like a heat mirage. And I assume you're probably slowing down like a little more trepidatiously.
Yeah.
And then in one instance, when your foot steps past the threshold, you see a giant fortress in front of you.
Oh, you called it. Wow.
Yeah, and +1 momentum. Liam for calling it.
I feel like Esmond walks through the mirage and just goes, "Oh yeah, sounds about right."
And
I got you.
having ridden out to meet you are about 50 soldiers.
Dope.
Shit.
Are they like ready to fight or are they just chilling?
Oh no, they are very upset
Why?
Cool.
because they watched you walk up this whole way.
Don't they see Galen's reading the map?
Yep.
She has the. Galen's waving the bracelet in her map.
One of them hops off of a brookie.
What's a brookie?
Brookie is a giant riding dog.
Oh, cute. Is it cute?
It has hooves. And he jumps off.
That doesn't answer the question.
He jumps off.
I
And
guess.
holding a spear, he walks slowly up to it. He goes, "Come on." And we're gonna cut it right there, take a break, and come back.
All right.
What does he mean, come on for?
That's normal.
A marriage.
Out of context, that's normal. Okay. All right, we're back, guys. Sorry for the long break. I had to do some extra prep because I didn't think they'd just walk up to the hill.
What were we supposed to do?
Whatever you wanted.
Whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
and this
We're
is where
looking
we
for
are.
Sauerkraut Mountain. The fork is. Zzz.
I like that.
No, the fork
She
has
has-
never done that.
Yes, it has. You don't know.
You are just shaking the fork.
No, you don't know. You're not holding the Sauerkraut Mountain fork.
I am the god of this world.
You know what? Negative chaos point for your attitude.
We
Dude,
can
do we
take
have
them
that power?
away.
A negative chaos point is even worse than a regular.
It's a subtraction.
Okay, so you step through the veil. This giant fort is. I should describe it. Okay, before I describe your immediate peril.
Is it floating?
It is not floating.
Oh,
It is.
okay,
It is on top of the hill, and the walls of it are made from felled trees that are 50 feet high with spikes on top of them.
Sweet.
Cute. That is boss.
It is enormous. It is roughly. Let's see.
Helm's Deep. Got it.
The problem is I tried to make an image of it, which I very much did, but then I tried to overlay a hex grid, and the program was like, "What? Like, no, hexagons? That is way too hard to handle." So, the rough
Weak programming.
it is an oval in shape, and at its widest part at the middle, it is about, if I remember how many there were. It's about 300 feet wide.
Okay.
So it's pretty wide, but it's about 500 feet long.
How many stories is it?
It's 50 feet tall for the tips of the.
How many circus
spikes of
tents
the
is
wall.
that?
How many circus tents?
How many circus tents is that? That's the unit of measure I would like as a player. Circus tents.
Okay, I don't know what one circus tent is, so I cannot tell you.
I think it's 2 by 3.
2
200?
feet by 3 feet?
2 by
What
3
is-
circus tents?
2 tents by 3 tents. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
No. See.
Oh, great. Okay, so there's
That
also
actually helps me imagine the size more accurately than just a large amount of feet.
I'm going football field by longer football field.
So there is a front gate that is that has no door, but it is.
That's a shitty gate.
I don't know what you call this kind of gate where it's open. Basically, it's. I'll show you guys a picture of it, and then you tell me if you know what it's called.
I don't know what they're called, but
A kill box.
Is that? I don't think that's what it's called. Is it?
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I don't know what that
it's
is.
like the entrance to.
Why
Or
does it?
Grimar.
Why does it? Why does it?
So I'm gonna show the chat there. That's what it's called. I don't know. That's what it looks like. I don't know what it's called. But it's basically there's a wall in the middle of the gate, and you have to walk around the middle wall so that you can't just go straight in. And it's meant to separate your forces or force you to line up.
Choke.
Now you would only, it is a choke, but you would know that just because if you were to look in the main gate, you see that there's another wall that's not there.
Right.
And then standing above everything is a watchtower that is another 30 feet above there. So it's 80 feet in the air. And you would normally never put a watchtower that high because it would make your secret base very obvious. But obviously...
But if it's magically obscured.
Yes. And there are people in the watchtower looking down at you very, nodding smugly.
Good crow's nest, guys.
Why are they smug? We found them.
And they were invisible.
Yeah, they could have seen us.
Oh, they definitely did.
Yeah.
But plus one moment.
Thanks.
So
I say, this isn't where I parked my armadillo carriage.
So the guard steps down and he walks towards you with a spear, not even pointing it at you. And it's just like, all right, come on. Let's
Sounds
go.
good.
Is this Sauerkraut Mountain?
Yeah. Hey. What happened?
Oops. Plus one.
We came up here to pray.
It's like, well, you're going to.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah.
So a pair of ones ride their brookies over to you and hop off and clap irons around your hands.
All of us?
Yeah, all of you.
Oh,
and then
great. Oh,
Is this how we get to
How
Sauerkraut
terrible.
Mountain?
Sauerkraut Mountain. That's the first time I've heard that.
I brought my fork.
Is that a sauerkraut fork?
Yeah.
Yoink takes it.
He just doomed this whole fortress. Like he just signed their death.
You know, mister,
certificate.
if I didn't have these very tight things on, I'd give you a word.
a thrashing?
You'd give him a word. You can't speak because the shackles are on you. Is everyone else getting that weird, in and out?
No, I think it might be your connection.
Okay.
Yeah. So they then run a chain between all of your shackles and then drag you towards the main entrance.
Okay.
Now you get dragged through this kill gate or whatever you'd call it, this choke point, into the main base. I'm going to show you the layout and Chad, I'm sorry I don't have an easy way to put this on screen for you. But
Can we put it in the notes when we post
Yeah.
the...
yes.
Okay, chat. Sorry, there'll be a delay.
So
Listen to the playback.
but I will lay it out here for everybody if they want to look at it. It is a very large fort, and inside you see that beneath the watchtower there is a whole building built into the near the wall that you have to climb on the roof of to then get in a ladder to go up to the watchtower. There are some people coming out of another building, pulling up their pants and fastening their armor. You would assume it's the latrines. There's a 4-story building, gigantic. It could only be the barracks. It's got 2 entrances. And they walk you past all of this, and there are trenches dug in the ground in the middle that these all circle. And that people are kneeling in these trenches praying to the sky. And in the center of this fort, there is a giant circle of scorched earth where there are 3 cultists of the Larson faith, of the Moonrisers, doing an elaborate dance, and the air is shimmering dramatically in this area. And inside of the circle, there are 3 creatures that look like something you've never seen before. Now, for context, they look like the small creature that
From
Silrin,
the cutscene?
yes, but they are much bigger.
From what?
The cutscene before where she pulled a creature between the mirrors.
Oh yeah.
Ate its head and
Yeah, so they look like giant fleshy spiders with needle teeth that are on top of the their heads are on top of their backs like bobblehead dolls, and my throat. And they have like needle teeth mouth, no eyes, but a ring of red around the circumference. And then their limbs are long, fleshy, sharp appendages, and there's 6 of them. And there are 3 of these creatures within the circle, and they're swaying side to side like in a daze, and they're shimmering with the air.
I would like to make a general intelligence check.
Okay.
Based on the size of the barracks and how large it is, and just kind of doing some quick math to guess at how many people could be comfortably housed there.
Okay, yeah, because I could just tell you that from the size. So make your intelligence check,
Yeah.
and I'll give you something. But
5.
okay, the barracks,
Sorry, guys.
the barracks are so large, but you don't know how many stories it actually is from its size. So let's say your guess is anywhere from 200 to 1,000.
Okay.
Shit.
For a second, I thought you meant stories, and I was very confused.
Like how many tales he could tell?
No, like how many stories the building was, and you said somewhere between 200 and 1,000.
Oh,
I was like,
very tall.
You were like,
Very tall barracks.
I would like to. How many stories is the Empire State Building? Let me do the math on that real quick.
I mean, at least 4.
Fewer than that.
So near the latrines, there's another tiny building, and you hear banging coming from it. Next to that is a mess hall that you see people eating at, and they're turning because the doors are there's no door on it. It's just there are open doorways that you can look into, and you see people at tables eating, and then they turn and look at you as you walk in.
Is everyone inside the fort? Are they bat people?
They are. They're all Larsons, and they're all Eshwin, which is not that's not a given. But most Larsons are Eshwin. So all the ones you're seeing are Eshwin. Then there's a giant tent, very, very big, that has flags on it. You know, the Larson flags, looks very official, very nice. And then there are Brookie stables as well. You see that near the barracks there's a well, and then there's a building with a smokestack with a chimney with smoke coming out of it, and you hear banging coming from there as well. And they lead you around there to a past the widest open area of the fort that you can tell has been used as a staging area. They do drills there. Nobody's doing that right now, but the earth is churned and it's well maintained and raked.
Wow.
And there are 3 tents. Each, sorry, I was going to say 3 tents, each one larger than the other, but that wouldn't make sense. There are 3 tents of 3 different sizes. They take you to the smallest one near the rear of the fort, and at the rear there is a giant gate, like enormous gate that you can see they're building a mechanism to be able to drop it at any given time.
Man.
So the gate's open?
The gate is shut. It has never been opened.
Oh.
But they're building it to be able to drop it quickly.
If they do open it.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Is it safe to assume that the magic vibes that I was feeling was this
Oh,
whole...
this circle? Around the circle, yeah, you are getting it hardcore.
Okay.
And they take you to the smallest tent. They drag you in, and you see a bunch of just miscellaneous people also chained up there. Some of them have bowls of food, and they're eating. None of them look like they're hurt or harmed, but they're chained to the ground.
Cool.
Do any of them look like Columbo?
They do not look
Bolivo?
like they do not look like Bolivo, who also looks like Columbo.
No, I didn't.
None of them do, but they see you come in, and they look like, just from their dress, just farmers, and
So definitely not like our innkeeper.
just merchants, travelers, just the most random people you could think of, because these are clearly,
Just
as you look
folks
at
that happen to wander by and be like, "Hey, what's going on up here?"
and they're like, nobody can know about this, so we'll take you. Yes, so you see them chained up, and let's say there's 15 of them in there already before you guys walk in.
Okay.
You've been relieved of your weapons, except for Esmond, who has none.
I have a scimitar.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you've been relieved of it.
Okay.
They even took
Oh
my
no!
fork.
My decoy scimitar has been taken.
Hello, Boston. We are
Decoy
Decoy Scimitar is a good band name.
I'm just saying, if someone wants to relieve us of our weapons in a world where mages existed, I thought I should have something imposing looking that they'd be like, well, The sword guy has to give up the sword.
Are these just like regular iron shackles? Like, are these like, I'm sure Obi would be the one to tell, or Esmond, I guess. Would these be the iron shackles that like stop magic, or just regular?
These are not anti-magic shackles. However, based on the amount of magic that you've done, you would know that it's rare for somebody's magic to be powerful enough to be a threat. Just like somebody with their bare hands. So somebody who was very skilled at combat, if you gave them a pair of shackles and put a chain to it, it would be the most dangerous day of your life. It's so unlikely that they don't really
chaining
worry
them
about
up is a better idea.
Exactly. So yeah, they bring you in there. They lace you to the line of people, and they strap you down. They go, just weather this out. We're not going to be harmed, unless anybody knows anything or has any reason to. So probably keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
You should tell that to the bird.
Is there any sauerkraut? I just came here for Sauerkraut Mountain with the... She's like almost crying.
And you see one person who looks just so disgusted with his bowl. He's a Tolden, and he goes, "You could have mine." And he hands you. He's passed that down to her, and
I don't
you
have
get a little
my
bowl.
fork. They
Plus
took
one.
my sauerkraut fork.
Stupid.
Kaylee's like crying into this bowl. She's so upset she doesn't know how to eat it. What's the Tolden's name? We're gonna be.
Can Nesbit try to hide one of his daggers?
Well, it's pretty late to the game on that one.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying you were kind of on a roll, and you have specifically told us not to interrupt you when you're on a roll.
That's very true. So
I've from when I got the wind dagger, I've pretty much always just had my 2 daggers, wind dagger on the right, previous left-hand dagger on the left, and then the third one just kind of tucked away.
Explain tucked away.
Just basically across the back of the belt.
Oh, it's like scout carry?
Yeah, basically.
I'm trying to think of a way that they would just not see that.
Yeah, if there's...
Well, I was just saying if he could, we would try to palm it or hide it under his fur.
Yeah, if I would have tried to, if I had thought to do that, kind of roll to see if I would have been able to secret that away.
Okay, well, let's think about it this way. Based on what Nesbit has been canonically described as wearing generally, it seems tough.
Yeah.
Right?
He wears...
It's very tight leather.
fitting clothing, yeah.
So let's set a high difficulty.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say 16.
All right.
And it would have to be... Do you
Dexterity?
think it'd be... Or composure. You pick.
Ooh.
That would be dexterity in my case, yeah.
Then roll it.
All right. That's is that a 6 or a 5? Doesn't matter.
I need to know. No.
Yeah.
No. So no, they find it and they just
so
take it off and they're like, just don't cause a
all three
ruckus.
have been taken. That's a bummer.
There's like, man, that weasel is packing.
He doesn't even have that many arms. Like, what was he gonna do?
Well, I meant if they
I'm klutzy. I drop things.
if they bought that you were hiding that in your tight leather, they just
Yeah.
think you're very well endowed.
Oh,
He hides
He's
it in his
packing
Yeah,
like an
slide it.
Eshwin.
All right.
Good shot.
So have they left the tent?
They walk outside the tent and now you know that there are 2 guards. They post up outside and the 2 guards. Here we go. Let's see. There's a female with a pike and a male with 2 swords.
Okay.
I lean over to the closest person and say, "What are you in for?"
I was waiting for that line too. That's good.
Walking?
Jaywalking.
No, just like
So made up crime.
All crimes are kind of made up.
I don't know, man. Murder's pretty real.
I didn't do that.
Only if you feel bad about it.
Yeah, so you're commiserating and you're doing your thing with these folks. Before we go on, is there anything you want to do?
Yeah. I would like to search or just use general awareness. Is there any spikes holding the chains in the ground? Is there any metal implements at all that I could even fashion?
Fashion?
Yeah, like are there benches? Are there nails in the benches?
So these what's holding the chains into the ground look like deep spikes, but you don't know how they're fastened into the earth. If that makes sense.
Okay.
They're big eyelets that the chains have been locked to the ground.
Okay.
Too.
If Obed turns into his aspect of speed, would his... Because, like, I get sleeker.
You wanted to slip the cuffs?
Yeah.
You get slimy?
I should have, when they went to
Beefed
put the cuffs
up.
on,
Yeah,
beefed
go
up.
beef, yeah.
And then...
I wonder if they'd be hip to that.
I should say.
I do this when I'm nervous.
No, you have to do it in your voice.
They've got to have puffer fish.
You got to do it in your war voice.
They have a whole different. They put ankle cuffs on them. So
No.
Well, do you get sleep? I would say they probably have prepared some eventuality for that. However, if you want to try to slip the cuffs, whichever flavor you want to put on it, I think that's a reasonable thing to try to do.
Okay.
But the difficulty is going to be high.
Yes.
What? Do they give you silverware to eat your sauerkraut?
No, you get wooden, like
A wooden bowl?
wooden spoon.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Generous.
You got a spoon.
Yeah, they're not savages.
Well, the Tectonic didn't give me the spoon. Give me the bowl.
You mean the Tolden?
Whatever.
Yeah, no, he's keeping the spoon. He's going to dig his way out.
I mean, a
Beat
bowl
me
I'm
is
gonna
just
try-
a big spoon.
I might try a dumb thing.
Does
anyone want me to try a dumb
went
thing?
To college. Yeah, try it.
Let's see how it goes.
Do it. What's the worst gonna happen? Where I'll die?
The worst is going to happen is that they know that you're a magic
Can I try
user.
and slip?
Yeah, well, they're not inside, right?
Can I try and slip first?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could try slip.
Okay. What would this be? Dexterity?
Yeah,
That was you, like,
this would-
physically
I
slipping.
think there's no. I think there's no version that's
It's not a
dexterity.
strength or.
Yeah, so let's say difficulty. We'll give you the same as Nesbit. Let's say 16.
Okay. Same as Nesbit.
Roll a
Nice.
5. No, yeah, you know that this is just it's not. They're maybe a little too jagged. They're rough hewn cuffs, and it's hard to get out of them. And these people, their wrists are pretty bruised. As you look around,
I go, oh, you already tried that?
yeah, I would, but I wanted to see you do it. It's like going Super Saiyan. Every time somebody tries, I know it's not going to happen, but I just want to see.
They got Super Saiyan in this universe?
No,
No,
I'm
that's
I'm just rooting for Jalen.
Jalen. God,
Do it, man.
no one's ever been closer.
I'm looking up a thing. Fuck.
What are you looking at?
The melting
point.
The
of
melting point of iron.
You will harm everybody near you if you reach that temperature.
It's
Stop.
2,800.
It's warm.
Stiddo would be so sad.
Fahrenheit?
Well, it's also think about this. If before iron melts,
It would bend.
well, no, before it melts, it turns white hot and becoming a light, which everybody would know about.
You would definitely be able to wrench open an iron link before that, though. Like before.
No, not
It
before.
wouldn't be. It wouldn't be melty. You wouldn't have to completely melt it to crack it open.
No, but it turns white hot long before it becomes melted, like long before 2800. So
Yeah, I mean,
And everybody
swords
next
and
to you-
forges are all pretty white hot a lot of the times, and they're not like bendy or.
yeah, you still have to hammer
Hammer the fuck
them,
out of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and not to mention, if you reach near that temperature, the people next to you who don't
The
have fire
adjacent
resisted, who don't have fire resistance, would just combust.
And why isn't the guy who actually forges things here? He could help us with this.
If only I had some jet fuel. Sorry.
Shit.
Sorry.
All right, Galen, how strong are you?
Well, could
Not
you?
very, actually.
No, she's not.
No,
I thought she was gonna
but-
say 2.
I don't know what my strength is. It's 1.
Okay.
But can't you like say your tummy hurts or something and have them take you to the bathroom because you ate all that sauerkraut yesterday?
I don't know if they care.
They're not.
I mean,
gonna
they're
let-
not savages.
Oh.
They
but-
seem nicer than others.
Can I
Yeah.
get to one of the spikes?
No, you are the way you're chained up. Let's say there's like 3 people to your right, and you are on the same line of cuffs as they are. So you can't bring your hands past their hands.
But we could all get up and move to a
slide?
spike.
Yeah, kind of. You'd still be kind of far from it.
They don't like you well enough. You smell. All that sauerkraut.
I bathe. Thank you very fucking much.
It's the sauerkraut. You can't help it. It's in your guts.
Well,
Should have had some radishes.
I don't think that would have helped the smell, honestly.
So I just want to give you every opportunity to. I have something that. Oh, go ahead.
Thank you.
I can move this
that was
forward.
the sound of the shackle breaking.
Yay, we did it.
It's full of carbon dioxide. So I can move this forward, but I want you to take every opportunity you want to take it forward a different way.
All right.
I already
No,
Anybody
let's
have
just
any
move it
thoughts?
forward.
Yeah, I don't have a
Okay.
good plan to get out of this one.
So
Wait, didn't we go shopping and buy like adventuring things?
Yes.
yeah,
I'm sure that was all taken.
all of it.
Oh damn!
Any bag you had is not. You don't get
Yeah.
to take it.
They
and,
even
rifle
took
through
the
it.
sauerkraut fork.
I bet if you weren't waving it in front of them, you probably could have picked it up.
It's how I got to Sauerkraut Mountain.
So you're there for several hours, just kind of commiserating with the people around you. Night begins to fall.
Do we sing songs?
You can choose to sing songs.
Okay.
And
Hot cross buns, put them in your knapsack, so on, so on, so on. Hot cross buns, put them in your knapsack, so on, so on, so on. It's a Rocco's Modern Life deep cup for everyone there.
so nighttime comes and you hear people yelling outside and you're like, shut up! And then somebody flips open the flap of the tent and then kicks in a very beaten up, bruised and bloody Bolivo. And he is
Hey, we did it!
That was good.
We found you. Hey, we're here to rescue you. It's gonna be real good. Hey guys, look everybody. No, look everybody. We found the person that we were supposed to find. We found the fortress. Mission accomplished. I'm going a little like Cheech with that. But that's
he
fine.
goes cheat sometimes.
No,
too.
it's true. That's a risk that comes with that voice. Yeah.
so you see Bolivo like stumble in and they don't even fully chain him down because he's not going anywhere. He is really messed
shit.
up. Yeah.
Can Obi heal him?
I was gonna ask, but I
But
didn't
wait
get a
till
chance.
there's no one
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
A giant ray of light comes in there. Who the fuck did that?
Everyone twiddling their thumbs.
It was that guy. I mean, that guy.
So he's in there. He's in there with you, and he's not even like looking around. He's just like slumped over.
Psst, Bolivo.
You don't get enough. Let's say he's like 10 feet from you. He's in a row ahead near the door.
Who's he close to? Like,
Is
what's
there
the
a
order?
stone within a pebble within
I have
pickup
my
range?
bowl, my sauerkraut bowl.
Don't throw the bowl at Bolivo. Although on brand,
The bowl of Bolivo.
Yes, there's a.
I just chuck it at him.
All right, yeah, he doesn't move.
Shit.
What's
Is
the?
is there anyone
That was
around
ass
him?
beat.
Yeah, there's a few people that are tied to the same chain that he's tied to, but he's not on their links. They just strapped him
Yeah.
to the eyelet.
I'm trying to make eye contact with him. Like,
Oh, man. All right.
And an old lady just kind of
Dearie, your friends here, I think. Your friends here, dearie.
and he rolls over onto his back and he's just like,
Oh, God. Why I don't have...
oh, and he vomits.
Too
he's
much
like-
sauerkraut, huh, buddy.
hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
And he shakes his head and he looks up and he
I think
sees
he's having fever dreams.
and he looks up and he sees you and he goes,
What the hell... What the hell are you guys doing here?
We just wanted to go to Sauerkraut Mountain
Well,
to a birthday party.
our best friend came up missing, and we decided we go see what he was up to.
Wait, Kelton went missing?
I think he's
Well,
talking about you.
Honestly, I like you better than Kelton.
Oh, thanks. Ugh.
Did you get him a best friend bracelet? Me and Obi got best friend bracelets.
I don't. me and Bolivo aren't jewelry people.
He's like, and he goes, no, we do. And he holds up his shackles. They match.
Yeah, good call, actually.
Aww.
That was cute. Hey, Boldo, what the fuck happened to you?
Sorry, Keith, you're slaying me tonight.
He goes, you know, it's been real rough. They've just been pumping me for info about the city. You know how it is. You work for a police force long enough, people hate you. I mean, really.
Yeah, ACAB.
Have you worked for the police, Weasel Man?
No, he's a private investigator most of the time, and we barely know one. Or know one that's barely.
Yeah.
Either way.
So he's laying there on the floor, and he's like, oh, I don't know what we're gonna do. This is pretty rough.
Yeah.
Got any tricks up your sleeve?
Yeah, I just looked and not a single one of my heels doesn't say blinding or dazzling light.
Can we write that down for step 5 or 6? Incognito heel.
For radiance?
Can I do?
I'm just saying it would be useful.
Zealotry, maybe.
Can I use my low key
Actually,
talent
druid.
to try and do it on the? Like I cough and heal.
And then a light flares. I think you would know that it would be.
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
all, by the
I know.
way, like a leather. Or actually, it's silk, right? All the tents are silk
Yeah.
because we have Tiktani. So yeah, you would know that light would immediately flare up.
So why are they talking to you, yeah? You're all kind of gross looking, yeah?
Well, I'm really interesting. They really like me, and you hear a commotion outside. And there's you see lights through the layer of the tent, and you hear one of the guards at the front of the flap like, oh no, here I'll be right back, I gotta help. And then you just hear people screaming, and then like gnashing, and then an animalistic sound of growling, and things are going a little wacky right now.
Which guard was
it
it?
the
This
spider
two-sword guard or
Yeah.
the?
So it wasn't either of them.
Oh, it's different.
They
guard?
remain, yes.
Okay.
But you hear that because there were more posted out there.
Oh, okay.
They just didn't really. They're not the ones closest to your entrance. So, and you're like, okay, well, they're like, all right, well, oh, and you hear them kind of like gasping of like, ooh, this looks pretty, ooh, like this is bad. And then all of a sudden, the underside of the tent where the flap meets the ground, one of the guards is thrown, flipping up under the tent, and he's like ripped in half, and the great sword is laying in front of Nesbit.
Does the half that
Nesbit?
Or sorry, Esmond.
You looked at me and said Nesbit.
Your names are so similar.
does the
I disagree, sir.
Nesbit, Esmond, like they're, come on.
should have been original like Galen.
Aaron and Aaron.
Um,
They're the same. They're the same.
No, one is
They're pretty
Aaron, the other is Aaron.
Exactly.
I have a question.
Only ever do that.
Hey, how is it being like
I
a
have
weird 10-year-old boy for a second? I have to masturbate.
So the half of the guard that flew in the tent.
Mike is so tired of hearing that.
I will literally murder every single one of you if you don't let me ask my question.
I don't know what this is referencing, but apparently it's very funny.
Mike is Keith's roommate, so Mike is always hearing Keith scream. I have to masturbate.
Keith, do you even do that?
Oh no! I was thinking of that webcomic where the guy's holding an ice cream cone with chocolate in one hand and vanilla in the other.
Oh no!
Oh, I have to masturbate.
right now.
Did the half of the guard that went in the tent have keys on them?
You don't see any keys, but
Well-
you do see a sword.
Could someone kick them and roll them over?
I would like to pick up that greatsword.
Well, you can pick it up. I want keys.
You do pick it up.
All right.
You have a great sword.
Tight.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to throw it to... How can we use this as a lever to pry open something? Who would be most able of doing that?
Can any of us
I have
grow
two
limbs?
strands.
You are not the strongest person at this table. In fact, you might be the weakest.
I'm 2 strength.
I am also 2 strength.
Okay. So
Sorry, I just my potions.
Are too strong for you, adventurer. They're too strong.
They're only meant for the strongest, and you are not of the strongest. In fact, you are of the weakest.
That's an attack. Just wait till I get my.
No,
fork.
what's your strength?
I think you are the strongest person.
No, Galen and I are the same strength. Can
One.
any of us grow limbs back?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, it takes a few months.
I mean, if it comes down to it, I'm just saying.
Oh, chop off your hands.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Well, can't you set your hands
Well,
on fire?
no,
so
you
they-
couldn't do it. But if you give the sword to one of us, we can cut
Yeah,
off
no,
one of
I'm.
yours.
Chop off both of his hands
I
and
don't
then
know.
give him the sword.
he's a hands-based.
I don't know
caster.
exactly, Isaac. I don't know if you know how to do magic.
I've
Do
seen
you
it
need
come
your
out of your
hands?
mouth and tail.
Do you need your hands or can you use your stubs?
Sir, I am offended, and later I'm going to bring up this with HR.
I think
Gonna
he's
talk
the
to
HR
Nate
department.
Nesbitt?
I am the manager.
But do you have to have your hands?
Yes,
What if you just have your stubs? What if you
I
just
yes,
your
I have
stubs?
to have my hands.
Can't just shoot
I
'em like
would like my
cannons?
hands, please.
Okay, so it landed in front of Esmond. You are the strongest person in this party, and probably this room.
All
This
right,
tent.
cool.
Get beefy.
I have no idea how hard it is to cut open an iron chain with a steel sword.
I don't know if it's
Impossible.
possible. Yeah.
Impossible?
Pretty sure
Great,
that's
cool.
not-
So that's not a thing. But could I dig out one of the spikes?
Not from where you are.
Okay.
Now, Galen had a suggestion.
We can cut off somebody else's hands.
My suggestion was tell them you're gassy and go to the bathroom.
No, your suggestion was to look at the other half of the body. For
I freaking
keys.
said that, and you said there was just the sword.
No,
I said you see the sword.
And I said roll him over, just kick him.
That is what you said.
Yeah. Someone
So-
do it. Can I reach him? I don't know.
Let's say you
yeah,
can reach
whichever
him.
one of us can reach him.
All right.
You can reach him with your
do I-
claws, your foot claws.
Do I
Use
need
the,
to
use the
roll?
sword to like
He's not.
pull the body half the
Oh
body
yeah.
over.
If you put it on a stick, Galen will eat it.
That's how she does her readings.
Yeah, baby. So do I have to roll or anything to kick him over with my foot?
No, let's say you flip him over,
Okay.
and you do hear a jingle jangle.
Nice.
Well, guys, I heard a dingle jangle of keys.
I
Or
think that's your
coins.
stupid bracelets.
Now
Our
these
best friend bracelets, Obi.
now the only place that these are locked with a key that makes sense is the eyelet at the end.
Right.
Right.
And then it's strung through.
Right.
Who's at the end?
But not through the...
Not through your individual shackles.
Manacles?
No, they riveted those closed. They would have to be pried off.
Whoa.
Rude.
But the rivets would have to be something pretty weak then.
Weak enough to need like in the sense that like a bike lock is weak to a bolt cutter.
Do you have a
But I mean,
bolt
what
cutter?
tool did they use to rivet them?
They have a big there's like a big riveting
okay.
press thing.
That's kind of cool and scary.
But yeah, so
right.
you would have to unlock the
Well,
chain
it's like
from
that
the
tool you bought that time to put the chain on my bike.
Oh yeah. The little one that screws down. Yeah.
Press.
So let's say you get the keys off of him, pass them down the aisle,
Yep.
and the person at the end unlocks
Drops them.
unlocks the chain from the eyelet.
Okay.
All right, and now everybody unlaces their chains. You have a sword. There are guards outside.
Galen,
I can't do. I don't have anything.
you have a sword.
Oh man, but I use a pike.
Now you have a
have a
sword.
sword.
I don't know how to use a sword.
You do. You just have to look at the.
Yes, you do know how to...
Where's the manual?
Galen, it's a sword. You
All
swing
swords-
it at bad guys.
All swords are manual.
Freaking into you.
Sir.
All right.
Sir, I love
Why?
you.
You just accidentally invented McGargle's automatic sword.
I don't know how to.
And will eventually be supplanted by McGargle's dual clutch.
Hey, listen, this sword is only semi-auto. Wink.
Okay, so
It's assisted.
so
It's got a bump handle.
so is this a one-handed sword or a two-handed?
It's two-handed.
Yes.
It is a
Oh,
big old
beefy.
mofo.
Well, fortunately, your hands are close together, so
So all it would be is what is Galen's pike currently doing for damage for all just your ability?
I don't know. 2d6 plus 2.
Okay, so it would be the next tier up.
Would it?
A great sword versus a pike, yeah. Or actually, no, I don't think so.
No, because it's on the tier system.
Math it
So
up.
what's the starting tier for a greatsword?
It's 1d10.
1d10?
Yeah, so it would do a d10, but then you are more than level 1, so it would be doing what level are you?
2.
Oh yeah, it'd be doing 2d6.
How do I know what level I'm at?
It's at the top right of your front page.
It doesn't say anything. There's
Oh,
no.
well then.
Well, you didn't write it.
You
Okay.
didn't write it in.
Oh, check your hit point box. Does it say?
34. 34 flumper.
She has been holding back.
I think that is always true of Galen. She has never not held back.
34 flumper.
Okay, so it would do the same damage right now.
Okay.
But it's not reach.
Yeah, you have to get up in there.
Right,
in their
there's
face.
It's not reach, but it also has the sword's bonus of increase to hit based on consecutive hits, which is capped at 2.
We'll talk about that
Yeah.
in a second. Okay, so you've got this great sword.
Yeah,
You're in the tent. The guards have not noticed that people have gotten free, even with the noise. It just sounds like people are rattling their chains.
Galen, I have a job for you.
Yeah?
There's 2 people outside this tent at the front.
Okay.
I would like you to make them in pieces, like bite-sized pieces.
With this sharp stick?
Yeah.
Okay. I got you, lizard man.
Here's the thing. Here's my.
Yeah?
If
Yeah.
you do this for me, I'm gonna help you try and find your sauerkraut fork. That's what I'm gonna do for you as your friend.
Galen tears up a little.
We're gonna get out of here. And we're gonna get your fork back.
You know, that is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me besides having a friendship bracelet with me. And that one guy showed me a schlong once, but
It was nice of him.
I
it's a
didn't.
kind gesture.
Is the tent that big?
Yeah,
I think that's just.
That is giant.
it's the smallest tent.
That's so
I-
big.
I have a question, Liam, because you're right here.
You have she has a question for Liam.
Because he's right here. It says on this thing for my pike that it's 2d6 plus my strength is 2. But on this
It's
type,
85
my
feet
strength
wide.
is only 1.
Yeah.
So why is it double my strength? Why?
Yes, 'cause it's
your
two-handed.
pike is double your strength.
so I
wait,
have
but
strength on each
great
hand.
sword.
Great sword is also
Yes.
two-handed.
It's a two-handed
based
weapon.
on-
It gets
Okay,
double
so
your
it
strength.
would be
Yeah.
it would be
2d6 plus 2.
No, the sword would be
One
a 1
2d10
a 1
No, it'd be
d10.
2d6 plus 2.
Because she's level 2.
Got it, got it, got
It's
it.
the same damage as your pike.
Oh my gosh, y'all are killing me.
Just pretend like it says great
Am I really level 2?
Except now you don't crit
up?
on 1 anymore.
No, you're level 2.
When did I level up?
Between seasons.
Because
I
you're
think.
Citadel Scoundrel champion.
She's level 1.
Oh, maybe
She's
I'm...
only level 1?
I haven't leveled up
Oh,
yet.
she hasn't, yeah.
I was gonna do that tonight.
Well, here's your chance.
I could do
So-
it in the middle of the show. I wouldn't want to take away anything, from anybody.
You know what? Actually,
Should I level up first?
let's... now's not the time to do that. Never mind.
Yeah, 'cause
Let's
that's
go.
a process for you.
Okay, so let's say where you guys were chained up. Do we have your figures? We don't.
No.
All right, we're gonna use d6s for everybody.
There's a Jeff Goldblum somewhere.
All right.
It's probably on the floor.
I forgot you did have a Jeff Goldblum. Mine
You
was a
freaking
goldfish.
Jeff Goldblum.
I'm the red one.
Oh, did you take my purple?
Yes, I did.
You're the purple one.
Okay.
Keith, you got one
Uh,
to contribute?
yeah, sure. Oh.
Is that Bolivo?
No, Bolivo is not helping you. He's screwed up. Okay, so we're gonna use d6s for you guys, and we'll say you're chained up as follows in the middle aisle. Bolivo is over here. He's the white one. Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's where Bolivo was chained up. All right, so you're in the tent. You're a row behind. You've loosed everybody on your row. Mm-hmm. You've given Galen a greatsword. Bolivo is chained up, but kind of incapacitated at the moment. And there's 2 guards outside that you know of.
All right.
Are the set of keys? Do they also get out everybody else?
Are they moving through the lines?
Are you going to try?
We don't.
Oh,
have
I'm
them.
sorry. You're right. Yes. So they hand it up to the next row. It unlocks it, and then they toss it to the back.
Okay.
It unlocks it. So everybody's just kind of doing their own things and trying to be really quiet about it.
Galen, do the rush.
Okay.
While she's doing that, Shadow of Death between the.
Oh, nice. Well, let's do
We have to do-
just for the sake of it, because where they'll come in after you. Okay, so you're going to get a surprise round on this. So you get to fully act. Basically, everybody gets to take a turn before they get to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
Because
How
you get
exciting.
surprised.
Oh, sorry.
They have. Let's see, what's their highest?
Can I venom strike the sword?
So they get a +4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Since Nesbit goes first, what is your highest attribute bonus?
Dexterity.
Add 1 to that and roll off with me,
Okay.
because it's the average level of your party.
All right. +1, 12, 15.
Oh, I got 17 +4. So
Piss.
yeah, 21. So they will go first next round.
Okay.
So do what you're gonna do.
Let's try and make it no rounds.
It would be nice.
It will be difficult to.
That's incredibly difficult because one of our highest damage dealers has no weapon.
It's
So
a good thing you don't do magic.
Shadow of Death.
I'm really glad you
Shadow of
picked that
Death.
up, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, Shadow of Death. Let's use.
This is gonna make. Oh, by the way, maybe don't do that because that's gonna make everything we do super hard now.
I can do it just a little bit forward so that it's just.
Like here.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
still gonna be in between them. We're gonna need to get in their face, dude.
But you can dismiss
I'm
it.
imagining that. Yeah, that's true. I can dismiss it as a swift.
Yeah. So
Do I have to get in that space to fight them during your shadow of
Yes.
what's it?
is it a burst 1 or a burst 2?
I think it's a burst 1 now. Let me verify that.
I think that's true as well.
Am I gonna get shadow?
Yes,
death?
it's burst 1.
Okay, so you can get both of them, but only if it makes its way into the tent a little bit.
jeez.
Now, it's only for people who start their turn in that space.
Right.
And one of them will start the turn before the others.
Is that me?
Yes,
So am I gonna get shadow of death?
you won't.
Is it because
Well,
we're friends?
you can't hit both of them anyway. So if you come to either
I like your markers.
here or
me too.
here,
Get in between them.
her.
Kill them.
I mean, would that
Actually,
she'd give up immediate?
It's
I
a
don't-
silk tent. Like she
I
can,
guess she could slash.
That's
through
what
it.
I
right
was
behind him
thinking.
and just like cleave through the tent.
So you did your attack action. Do you want to do anything else?
I want to move up to right there.
So you're moving up to the right on the other side of the entrance, with kind of side up against the wall of the tent where they can't see you.
Right.
Okay. All right. Now it is Obed's turn.
Do we go? I thought we went clockwise.
We always started with
Yeah, we've been going this way around.
only because of the seating arrangement.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I withhold?
Yes.
Okay.
You may withhold 1 action. So you can do a swift and a move and then withhold an attack
Okay.
until your choice.
Okay. Then I am going to go into my. Ooh, what?
Oh, you get to choose to start your combat in one, right?
Yeah, that's true.
War, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck motherfuckers up.
Yeah, I guess we need to have high DPS for this right now, so I'll go war. So I turn all red and spiky and angry.
Do you break your cuffs?
No, it doesn't break his cuffs.
No, and it probably
it, like,
actually
really-
kind of hurts.
Yeah, it hurts a little
Yeah, I was
bit.
gonna say, does it
Yeah.
get like really swollen? Like a
Well, I get
sausage?
+1 to armor, so maybe.
You can use the cuffs like Wonder Woman.
Like a Garrett.
Cute.
Okay, so I'm aspect of war, and then I will move. I just want to get to where I can see.
To the opposite side.
Well, I know.
No, we
Galen
want to
is
let
gonna step
Galen get up to.
and I can.
She can start in Shadow of Death.
Right.
Because her turn's going to come around after your turn.
Oh yeah, and it's
But I'm ranged, so I don't
starts
need to get that
their
close
turn.
anyways,
So
what I'm
like
saying.
she's gonna start outside and she can move into it.
Yes.
And then
Yep.
I can dismiss it before
Right.
her turn comes
Right.
around.
So I'll move there and I'll withhold my attack action.
Okay, so you moved so that way you moved in full view of the entrance, so you can see all the way out, and you kind of see the elbows of each person at the edge of the entrance,
Right.
of each guard. All right, Galen, you have a great sword.
Yeah, what's the so? I don't know where to move. I'm used to like having a 2-space.
You got to move right next to him.
Okay. I
So
guess
like
I'll
the
move right
position
next
that
to
I
him.
have with that guy, you want
Be
to
the other
be in
one.
the same way on the
I
other
guess,
one.
Could you move me over there, please?
That is
not-
me.
I'm purple.
Okay, so you run up.
Oh, I meant. Oh,
Oh, I
On
thought
the
guess
you
that
meant-
Doesn't matter.
Wherever. Okay.
yeah. Actually, what do we all think? Like, or
That's
what
fine.
does she think? I guess is
Whatever.
more. important.
So with this great sword, Galen's going to start with Venom Strike.
Venom Strike. Okay.
Well, wouldn't that be good? Or
That
should-
Yeah.
is, yes, that's a really good opening
'Cause
move
then
for
you
you
and-
all of the
Because then
time.
all of your attacks will have the venom
See,
after.
I'm learning,
Yes.
and I do the D20 right to see if I get it.
Yes.
Yes.
Wish me luck, guys.
You have a plus
Yeah.
5 to hit. You'll be fine.
You could, and I'm not gonna make you, but I would.
Momentum is a notch.
Momentum is a.
What should I use momentum?
He rolled.
Oh,
So you ran up to the male with 2 swords,
Nine?
and you did Venom Strike.
Or 6?
It is 9.
9. So I got 9 plus 5.
Plus 5 is
14.
you hit.
Yay!
All right, so you hit him and you do your damage.
For
Okay,
future
so
reference,
I
don't
have
forget
to-
momentum.
2d6.
No, 2
Same damage.
2d8 plus 1d6.
Oh, for the attack.
Venom Strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Venom
So which
strike,
one's
nice.
the d8?
The pyramids with connected to the other pyramid.
Okay, so these two, and
two
then
pyramids
a
touching
d6.
butts.
Oh gosh, 3 dice. I don't know if my hands can handle this.
Not with your.
That doesn't say a lot for
hyperhidrosis.
Don't make fun of my hyperhidrosis.
Sorry,
It's okay.
So is that a 6?
Yes.
So 6 and a 4, that's 10. Plus 2
Mm-hmm.
is 12. Plus 2 is 14.
14 damage. Ow. However,
and he's envenomed.
And he's envenomed.
he's envenomed and he has armor.
What a
So
rude boy.
that hurt a lot. But yeah, he got hit and was envenomed and is like, "Ugh," and turns and looks at you because it's not his turn yet. He can't react.
Hi.
He turns and looks at you, and as he turns and looks at you, you see what he was looking at, and one of the ritual casters around the circle is dead, and 2 of the 3 are monsters, of the night beasts, we're gonna call them, are running rampant through the
Sweet.
through this place. So now we'll go to.
Now I'm gonna take my attack action.
All right, yeah. So
And
what does Obed do?
I'm going to cast Ice Lance.
At whom?
I think I'm gonna hit the same one that she hit. Rather than spread damage across, I'd rather stop.
Okay, well from where you're standing.
See, that was why I was hoping she would go there.
Yeah.
It was so that I could.
But that would be behind the flap. She wouldn't have line of sight.
Hit the
on
other
it.
one.
I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll hit the other one. Okay. It is okay. 4.
Miss.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Now Nesbit.
All
Or
right.
sorry, Esmond.
You're struggling.
It
with
will
that.
never not happen. So let's move.
All right. I need to do just a quick check for positioning's sake
Okay.
for burst.
You're
gonna work.
you're red.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Galen, how badly do you want to not be on fire?
A lot. My bones are hollow.
I'm gonna do a thing anyway. I'm sorry.
She's got her sweater.
Yeah, my sweater's made out of wool and love. It's gonna catch on fire and I'm gonna die. And sucks to suck, fellers.
So Esmond's going to move up and cast Fire Blast.
Okay.
Just don't go.
On whom?
It's Fire Blast. It's everyone in front of me.
Oh, okay. So on all of them.
Yes.
Now, what kind of attack is Fire Blast?
That is
It's like a cone.
Oh, it's a cone?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
Cone 3.
Is this that we've errated to be coming out of your mouth?
Yes.
Oh man.
Sweet.
Next time, stop me before I use a turn so I can heal her before you hurt her.
I didn't think I would have to kill her because I also didn't want her to move there. But whatever.
I just said move me wherever. You guys just don't.
I was
You
totally
have to
picturing like
choose.
the same way that I had it, so that it
Yeah,
was just on the.
But
edge,
we can't
like,
move.
it's-
Moving another character. That's like.
It's like holding his dick.
I mean,
Yeah.
we can give
Hold my dick.
advice. Derek Chopper, hold my dick.
With a swift action, I'm going to
That's a Beastquake reference.
create
James should love it.
an orb,
Okay.
and I'm going to use the orb on someone that I hit with this. Hopefully,
Okay. Well, choose first. Well, I guess, yeah, because
it
you have
would
to
go with it.
Yeah, but if they have armor and you want it to count as part of the same attack, it's going to
But if
one
it-
target or the other.
If it misses,
The orb will not miss.
okay. We're gonna go with the one not in front of Galen because I don't think it should be able to travel through Galen.
Okay. Well, you can move 3 spaces, so you can throw curveballs.
Really?
Cute.
Yeah,
that's
weird.
sick.
It
All right,
it
yeah,
moves-
let's do it. Let's
do
do it with
that.
Galen then.
Okay, so it's at the male
Focusing damage.
the male Eshram with 2 swords.
All right. 6.
Miss.
All right. Still does a d6 damage to him though.
Yes, and he takes
5 damage.
Only some of it. No, he takes none of it. Sorry.
Woo.
Whoa.
It's
That's
an armored
armor.
boy.
Yep, he is heavily armored.
We've created a situation.
Yes, you have. Okay. Now you see that. Now that many of you can see out there, there are 2 more guards that are seeing this commotion break down, who were also enraptured by the just absolute melee breaking out in the middle of the fort. You see people are running out of the barracks to try to deal with this problem, which, based on how they're reacting to it, you can see that this maybe has happened before. But you see a male with only 1 arm and a mace that has cold fog falling off of it. And then there's a middle-aged female with a greatsword. And it is their turn. Okay, so the female with a pike begins her turn in Shadow of Death. What does she take?
Let's see.
Do
Find
these
myself
do Venoms and Shadow of Death? How does that work with armor
It
again?
bypass.
Bypass. Okay, that's good.
We started this combat at literally the worst time.
yeah. 3.
3, okay. Okay, it's her turn. She turns around in the Shadow of Death, and she sees you guys rushing to try to get out there. She goes, She's got her pike, and she disengages back one, still within the Shadow of Death, away from the entrance, sees Galen on her compatriot with the 2 swords, and she pokes her pike at Galen as hard as she can. That
Crit.
is a natural 1, and it is a crit because it is a piercing weapon. She only gets a +1 to hit, so that was quite a roll. She does
Oh.
18 damage.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
My armor is 4.
So she does
14. Damn.
So
Sorry. I'm married to her. I just.
I have to go.
You do. You have to.
I
leave?
have to go.
Well, that's okay because now. Okay, let me wrap it up then. So she comes out. She hits. She swings at Galen. She crits. She deals 18 damage to this lady with a stolen Eshwin sword. And just as she does, you see that over her shoulder, the other 2 guards are rushing in towards the tent to try to stop you from coming out. And somewhere behind them, a fire has started.
Holy shit.
And that's where we're going to end it tonight. So thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you for chat, for participating. You're beautiful. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Bye, friends.
Bye.